I am watching Beastly from 2011, and this is a version of Beauty and the Beast, but in modern environment, and I always found the original fairy tale kind of lacking. It needed space to expand, but they were locked in the castle, and the guy was just really the one-liner at the beginning, gets cursed for sending away the witch, telling her that this is my home, not yours, please go away, lady, and gets cursed for it. What kind of story is this? But this one did something more. It's not something deep. It's kind of, I have the feeling that the predictability and the simplicity of the story and the whole structure of it is like K-pop Demon Hunter. I mean, I saw a review of it which tried to tell that the shallowness of the story actually serves the themes or vibes or something like that can build up, so that's why people like it. So I have a feeling that this is something like that. Obviously not a big production, and it becomes a two-person drama from the third of the movie. But it's okay. I really like, though, the first third, what it adds to the whole thing, and it not just switches, like flipping the switch, but builds the circumstances that makes the transition to the Beast's castle acceptable, you know, because it doesn't drops out all the original details. I mean, the guy doesn't turn into a werewolf or werelion or whatever that guy was in the fairy tale. And this one is more like a body horror movie. Yeah, in a decade before or two, this would definitely be a romantic comedy, and that would hurt it. This is more like, as I said, Hollywood is cannibalizing itself, so everything is horror now. They don't understand. The horror was the indie games department. Little money, big creativity, and you can build something from very little. And this is like that. The guy, instead of being this hairy half animal, is bald, and if we are honest, although it looks like he has some scars too, but he is bald and has facial tattoos. That's the Beast thing. And we saw weirder people out there who exist in reality. So it's like a traditionally blue steel face transformed suddenly out of his will to this cyberpunk-esque outline, and you understand the tragic situation of it. And the other hand, the girl, it literally tells you, the girl in the movie tells you that there were some aspects of the guy he originally also liked. So it's not an unknown person. They were in the same school. They know each other. But now he's unrecognizable. But it turns out he doesn't have to transform from a character to another character. He just have to find himself and emphasize, elevate certain parts of his what's the English word for it? Character, personality that's he didn't really highlight it before. He was an asshole, but the girl seen him as someone who likes to live and has ambitions and that kind of things. So it's a whole other aspect given to the beast and the girl and the whole situation. And as I said, the guy could and does literally hide his features for a long while. So it's not the original fairy tale version where the beast is a 3-meter tall, hairy, clawy thing. Here it's just a dude, but despite being just a dude, and I love this part of the writing, the tiny bits make the big story, make the story great, is the girl's father is not just, a clunky guy or just a merchant who gets trapped with the beast. He doesn't even meet with the beast. The guy is not a good guy, not a good person. And he has some encounter with some street thugs. I'm deliberately avoiding as much spoiler as I can. And our guy shows up because obviously he knows if there is anybody out there who will love him the way he now is, will be this girl. Actually, that also gives a bit of backstory because they meet in a masquerade ball, and so it's not just that. And the guy jumps there and punches and parkours and everything. So it's like that aspect of the beast is in this movie for a tiny bit, but and the street thugs are not your average gangsters, but just some losers. So it's actually a believable situation that someone with determination and a bit of, martial arts and rich background, the guy is a millionaire, so could do it if you had to. So the whole thing is built up and adds bits and pieces here and there, and it transforms the original story to this whole new experience, and I love it. Absolutely love this romantic movie which disguises itself as a body horror piece. And we even have Neil Patrick Harris on the credits. He is actually have a semi-permanent role during the movie. He's playing the blind teacher for the guy. He doesn't do anything special, but it definitely helps that a famous face shows up. I hope he didn't ask for too much money. Nowadays everything is like, Vin Diesel and Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and everybody is just pulling their noses for another remake, and no originality, whatever. I assure you, this movie, if you don't hate romantic movies from your guts, is definitely better than the IMDb 5.5 out of 10 score. This is a good one-time watch or a rendezvous watch. The acting is good. There are some interesting decisions while making this movie, like when they are reading the poem and in the background they are reading this long into the poem. It's jokes, 3 or 4 paragraphs, but out there you see the time going, the changing season, and it's really using the tools of literature to give that oomph to this movie, and I love it.